don't know if you can tell, if you can see me, but it's pretty wet. I'm getting soaked. Have a look at the view. It's always worth it. No matter how much you suffer coming up Alexandra Palace Hill, the view is always worth it, even in the rain. I don't think I've ever actually cycled up here in the rain. It's funny when it's raining outside and you haven't even put your cycling kit on yet. You know, you're thinking about going on the bike and it starts raining, and it can totally put you off. And if it had started raining before I went out today, I don't think I would have come out. But it started. I went out. It was sunny, and middle of the ride, it just started pissing it down. And there's some thunder, and it feels amazing. It feels so. I don't know, it feels refreshing. Like, I don't mind getting soaked right now. So I would recommend it. I would recommend not going back in as soon as it starts raining. I'd push through. I think you'll feel great if you push through. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was the EU referendum. It's the day after. I was just in shock. I think leaving the EU is a massive mistake. Just on principle of not feeling like you want to join together. I feel like, because now that we're outside, well, now that we're going to be outside of the European Union, I feel like we're not going to have any say in what happens between those countries left remaining in it. They're not going to want to. We're going to, like Obama said, we're going to go back to the back of the queue. And I think that's going to be the same for a lot of other countries as well, trying to deal with us. I just don't think. I think we're going to be made the example of. You know, if you leave the European Union, this is what happens to you, basically. You just feel so deflated when you're living in a country where you thought that everyone else thought like you, and they don't at all. Just, I'm living in a bubble, and that bubble has been burst. If you're a young person watching this, a load of old people and idiots, in my opinion, have made this decision for you. It does not mean that that is your fate sealed. If this decision to leave the EU has taken opportunities away from you, perceived opportunities, then you need to make your own opportunities. You know, you're not going to let 52% of people around you that don't think the same way as you decide your fate. If you let that happen, then that's just going to keep happening, and you're going to feel like you have less and less control over your life. Take action daily towards the things that you want, and decisions like this aren't going to mean so much anymore. You know, you're going to get deflated for a little bit, and then you're just going to realise that there's just things you can't control. You can't control what you can't control, and you have to take action on what you can control. So I'm going to go and get dry now, because I am soaking. It stopped raining and it's cold, but the view over London is fucking awesome. At least London voted in.